Hello everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into a key process for making hollow carbon fiber parts. We are going to learn how to make an inflation bladder. This bladder is what creates internal pressure inside your carbon layup, pressing it firmly against the mold. This gives you a strong, lightweight, and perfectly formed hollow part. First, let's talk about what you need. The main material is nylon bladder film. It often comes as a long, flat tube. You will also need a heat sealer. This is essential for creating strong, airtight seams. Get a good pair of scissors for cutting the film. You'll need an air valve, something like a simple Schrader valve from a bicycle tube works well. Finally, you need a way to attach that valve securely. Now, let's get started with the first step, which is measuring and cutting your film. Look at the inside of your mold to figure out the length and circumference needed. Always add extra material. Add a few inches to the length for sealing the ends. Also, make sure the flat width of your nylon tube is a bit more than half the circumference of your part. This gives it room to expand. Once you have your measurements, carefully cut the nylon tube to the required length. Next up is sealing the bladder. Take your heat sealer and set it to the right temperature for your nylon film. You might need to do a few tests on a scrap piece. Take one end of your cut tube and place it in the heat sealer. Press down firmly for a few seconds to get a clean, melted seam. I recommend doing a double seal for extra security by making a second seal right next to the first one. Now one end of your bladder is completely closed. After that comes the most important part, installing the air valve. Decide where you want the valve to go, which is usually near one of the sealed ends. Carefully make a small hole in the nylon film, just big enough for the valve stem to pass through. Push the valve through from the inside out and create an airtight seal around it. You can use a special patch that you heat seal over the valve base to make sure this connection is strong and leak-proof. Once the valve is secure, it's time for the final seal. Seal the other open end of the tube, just like you did the first one. Now you have a fully enclosed bladder, but don't use it yet because you must test it. Connect an air pump and inflate the bladder with a very low amount of pressure, just enough to make it firm. Submerge it in water or spray it with soapy water and look carefully for any bubbles. Bubbles mean you have a leak. If you find one, mark it, deflate the bladder, and repair it with your heat sealer or a small patch. A perfect bladder is key to a perfect part. And that's the basic process for making a reliable inflation bladder for your carbon fiber projects. It takes a little practice, but it's a skill that opens up a world of possibilities for creating complex, hollow components. Thank you so much for watching today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Your support helps us create more content just like this. We'll see you in the next one.